everybody. Today I'm talking about Mercury in Sagittarius. It is from 9th to 29th of December. It's moving away from combustion. It is on its own, largely not being bothered by planets. So this should be an easier transit for Mercury. Let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Mercury in Sagittarius. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification, and we are exploring Mercury in Sagittarius. So, the interesting thing about Mercury is that the start is difficult and the end is difficult. It starts with the Gandanta crossing, so 8th, 9th. Mercury doesn't stay very long, but it is imbalanced at the start. The Gandantas are karmic knots, and they always create some difficulty when a planet transits over it. So it's important to be aware of it. And if something is happening and you feel out of balance, then you can just take it easy. Mercury is the thinker in our chart. So therefore, when he's imbalanced, then it is much more difficult. Mercury in Sagittarius is much happier than it was in Scorpio. In Scorpio, it was totally combust. It was with the Ketu, and then with the sun, and then with the eclipse. So Mercury has been through the ringer, and now it is moving out in Sagittarius. It feels more calmer, more relaxed, and you'll see that our thinking, our life will be more relaxed with Mercury in Sagittarius. And as it moves in Sagittarius, it moves away from the sun, although sun will join in Sagittarius, but they're no longer combusting. So we have to watch 29th, where Mercury will have a war with Venus, but it's a skirmish rather than a big war, because Venus will move away. Venus will go into Sagittarius, retrograde back, and Mercury will go into Capricorn. Mercury-Venus wars are quite common, and they don't last very long. Sometimes we don't even feel them. So just be aware of it. So how does it affect you? We are analyzing everything from your ascendant and your moon sign. Aries, Sagittarius is your 9th house. Higher mind, good thinking, good ideas. So Mercury will stimulate debate, stimulate good ideas, good thought process. So this is a good transit for you. Taurus, Mercury is your best planet. However, Sagittarius is your 8th house. So Mercury can bring some change of thinking also it can bring. But 8th house transit of Mercury can also bring a bonus, unexpected money, financial opportunities as well, and good time to research and indulge in some deep thinking. Gemini, Mercury is your Lagna Lord, and you are happy that it has gone into Sagittarius. You know, last month was pretty challenging for you, and Mercury is in Sagittarius, 7th house, relationships, love, romance. It can also help professionally for you. So enjoy the transit. Cancer, Mercury is not the best planet for you. Sagittarius is your 6th house, health and healing. I would say this is a good time to think about what next you can do regarding health, and to look after yourself as well. So Mercury rules the 2 houses of money for you, 2nd and 11th house, and Mercury being in Sagittarius is good for you financially. Sagittarius is your 5th house, creativity, ideas, and it is definitely supporting you financially, which earlier on in Scorpio, because it was in a lot of difficulty, you may have worried about your earnings and finances during that time. Virgo, Mercury is your ascendant lord. Sagittarius is the fourth house, home, happiness, much easier energy for you. It is in the fourth house. It's going away from combustion. It's going away from Ketu, all the drama that it was happening in Scorpio. So you can relax, enjoy, and focus on home, on what makes you happy, and just watch out on 29th when Venus Mercury have a war. Libra, Mercury is a great planet for you. It's transiting the third house of communication, so it is promoting ideas, good thinking, good communication, connecting with people. And it is generally quite a pleasurable transit. You have to watch the beginning when it is Gandanta and the end when there's a war with your Lagna Lord on 29th of December. But in between time is pretty good. Scorpio, Mercury is transiting your second house. Now, Mercury is not the best planet for you. You see, Scorpio need to follow their instincts. And when Mercury is transiting somewhere, it's more analytical and wants you to question everything. So Mercury being in the second house, it is questioning finances, money. However, it is also your 11th house lord in the second house. So it's good for thinking about finances, thinking about savings. And at the same time, your ascendant ruler Mars is in a very healthy, good position. So you can make the most of this transit. Sagittarius, Mercury is in Sagittarius. It's your 7th house ruler, 10th house ruler. Those are the two areas you're most interested in, career as well as relationships. And they are dominating your thought process, thinking. Nothing wrong with it. I would say just to watch for the start of this transit on 9th of December and the war on 29th. Otherwise, this is gives you an opportunity to ponder over these things, that what you want to do regarding professions and partners will be very important, so you can spend some quality time with them. Capricorn, Mercury is in the 12th house of expenses. And so it is a good idea to be careful about expenses. 12th house is also a house of self-realization, moksha. Mercury can be thinking about more spiritual matters, doing something about it, and making a donation, giving some time for good causes. It's not always money donation. You can make some effort that is supportive for other people. Aquarius, Mercury is in your 11th house of profit, money, finances. So this is a good transit for you. Mercury is a good planet for you. So I would say this is a positive aspect, nothing to stress out about this transit. So enjoy it. And I think this is a maybe good time to also think about your earnings, what you want to do. Because you have the 10th lord in the 10th house during this transit, and Mercury's gone into the 11th house, giving you focus to think financially and about your earnings as well. Pisces, Mercury rules your 4th house and 7th house, and getting out of Scorpio and the eclipses and all is much easier for you if you have been going through some issues regarding home. Sometimes, home issues could be something broken or some, repair required, or you can be thinking anything to do with relationships. Then those issues are past now and new energy is there. And 4th house also deals with car, and you may be thinking about your transport or fixing your transport. It's not a negative transit, just the 2 days to watch 9th and 29th, but otherwise this is quite a pleasant transit. So that is it. Thank you very much. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification.